If someone asked you which nut has the most protein, you would probably say almonds. Almost everyone does. Almonds are the most marketed, most talked about, most recommended nut in the health world. But almonds are not the highest protein nut. They are not even close to number one. Today, I am ranking the highest protein nuts from lowest to highest with a complete nutritional profile of each one. So you know exactly which nut to eat for your specific health and protein goals. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of which nut delivers the most protein per serving. We will also explore which nut supports muscle repair and recovery most effectively, which nut can actually help with weight management, even though it is naturally high in healthy fats, and which nut offers specific benefits for women's hormonal well-being. Everything shared here is grounded in published nutritional research and peer-reviewed science. We will also look at which combination of nuts gives your body the most complete range of amino acids it needs daily. But before we get into the ranking, let us take a moment to understand why protein content in nuts matters for so much more than just building muscle. A lot of people assume that protein is only something athletes or gym-goers need to think about. But protein is the building block of every single cell in your body. Your hormones are made from protein. Your enzymes that digest food are made from protein. Your antibodies that fight infection are made from protein. Your skin, hair, nails, and connective tissue are all primarily protein. Getting enough protein daily is not optional, it is foundational to every aspect of health. And nuts are one of the most convenient, accessible, and nutritionally complete protein sources available. But not all nuts are equal, and knowing which ones are highest in protein can meaningfully change how much you benefit from eating them. Let us start the ranking from the bottom and build up to number one. Because every nut on this list is genuinely nutritious, the ranking is specifically about protein content per ounce. Position 8: Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are beautiful, buttery, and delicious, but they are the lowest protein nut on this list with only about 2 grams of protein per ounce. What macadamia nuts lack in protein, they more than make up for in monounsaturated fat. They have the highest monounsaturated fat content of any nut, even higher than olive oil per gram. This makes them exceptional for heart health and LDL cholesterol reduction. But if protein is your primary goal, macadamia nuts are not your best choice. Position 7: Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts contain about 4 grams of protein per ounce. That is double macadamia nuts, but they are still not on our list for protein. Brazil nuts are on this list because of one extraordinary nutritional fact that makes them unique among all nuts. Just one single Brazil nut contains your entire recommended daily intake of selenium. One nut. Selenium is a trace mineral that most people are severely deficient in. It is essential for thyroid function. Your thyroid gland has the highest selenium concentration of any organ in your body. Selenium is also critical for immune function, reproductive health in both men and women, and DNA repair. Eating just 1 to 3 Brazil nuts daily provides complete selenium coverage. Warning: do not eat more than 4 Brazil nuts daily. Selenium toxicity, called selenosis, is a real and serious risk with overconsumption. Symptoms include hair loss, nail damage, and neurological problems. 1 to 3 nuts daily is the sweet spot, powerful medicine in the smallest dose of any food on this list. Position 6: Cashews. Cashews contain about 5 grams of protein per ounce. Cashews are one of the most beloved and widely eaten nuts in Nigerian and African cuisine, and their nutritional profile goes far beyond protein. Cashews are exceptionally rich in copper, a mineral most people have never heard of. But copper is essential for iron absorption. Without adequate copper, your body cannot properly use the iron you eat. For anyone dealing with iron deficiency, anemia, adding cashews to your diet helps your body actually use the iron from other foods. Cashews are also rich in magnesium, zinc, and vitamin K, and their fat profile, primarily oleic acid, the same healthy fat in olive oil, actively lowers LDL cholesterol. Cashews are also the nut with the most naturally sweet flavor, making them the easiest to incorporate into everyday African cooking. Position 5: Almonds. Yes, the most famous nut in the health world is only at number 5. Almonds contain about 6 grams of protein per ounce. Now 6 grams is solid, respectable protein content. But almonds are at number 5 because four other nuts beat them on pure protein content. Where almonds genuinely excel is not in protein, it is in vitamin E. Just 1 ounce of almonds provides 37% of your daily vitamin E requirement. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant that protects your cell membranes from oxidative damage. It is also critical for skin health. Vitamin E is one of the primary nutrients that keeps skin youthful, firm, and protected from UV damage. Almonds are also the highest calcium nut, providing more calcium per ounce than any other nut, making them particularly valuable for women who need bone protection. And almonds have one of the lowest glycemic impacts of any food, making them excellent for blood sugar stability. So almonds are not the protein king, but they are arguably the most well-rounded and complete nut on this list. Position for pistachios. Pistachios contain about 6 grams of protein per ounce, the same as almonds. So why are they ranked above almonds? Because pistachios have a superior amino acid profile for human nutrition. They are the only nut that contains significant amounts of all 3 branched-chain amino acids leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Branched-chain amino acids are the specific amino acids your muscles use for repair and growth after exercise. Walnuts also contain elagitannins, unique polyphenols that your gut bacteria convert into urolithins. Urolithins have been shown to stimulate mitophagy, the process by which your cells clean out damaged energy-producing components and regenerate new ones. This is one of the most exciting anti-aging mechanisms in nutritional science right now, and walnuts are the only commonly eaten nut that activates it. Now, before we reveal number 1, let me clarify something about this ranking. Different sources rank nuts slightly differently because protein content varies by variety, growing conditions, and measurement method. The numbers I am giving you are based on USDA nutritional data per 1 ounce dry serving, and the ranking reflects both protein quantity and protein quality, which includes amino acid completeness and bioavailability. Position to peanuts. Now, technically, peanuts are legumes, not tree nuts, but they are universally consumed and sold as nuts, and they belong on this list because their protein content is extraordinary. Peanuts contain a remarkable 7 grams of protein per ounce. That is more protein per ounce than almonds, cashews, walnuts, pistachios, Brazil nuts, and macadamia nuts. Peanuts are also a complete protein source containing all 9 essential amino acids, which is rare for a plant food. Peanuts are also one of the richest sources of niacin, vitamin B3, which supports brain function, energy production, and DNA repair. They are rich in resveratrol, the same powerful antioxidant found in red wine, which has cardiovascular and anti-aging benefits. And peanuts are one of the most affordable high-protein foods available anywhere in the world, particularly in Nigeria and across Africa, where peanuts are deeply embedded in our food culture through groundnut soup, kuli and peanut butter. You have been sitting on one of the highest protein foods in the world this entire time. The reason peanuts are at number 2 and not number 1 is one specific nutritional limitation. Peanuts contain a higher level of omega-6 fatty acids relative to omega-3, and a diet with too much omega-6 relative to omega-3 promotes inflammation over time. This does not make peanuts bad, it just means pairing them with omega-3 rich foods like flax seeds or walnuts is ideal. And number 1, the highest protein nut or nut-adjacent seed is hemp seeds. Hemp seeds contain a staggering 9.5 grams of protein per ounce. That is nearly 60% more protein than almonds per ounce. And hemp seeds are a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids in an exceptionally well-balanced ratio. But what makes hemp seeds truly remarkable is their omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. Hemp seeds have a perfect 3 to 1 omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. This is the closest of any whole food to the ratio nutritional scientists consider ideal for human health. Hemp seeds are also rich in gamma-linolenic acid, a rare omega-6 fatty acid with powerful anti-inflammatory properties. This is the same fatty acid found in evening primrose oil, often sold as an expensive supplement for hormonal balance. Hemp seeds also contain significant amounts of magnesium, iron, zinc, and phosphorus, making them arguably the most complete single whole food source of nutrition available. They have a mild, slightly nutty flavor that makes them easy to add to almost any food without changing the taste. Sprinkle 2 to 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds over your oats, yogurt, salad, or smoothie every day, and you have just added nearly 10 grams of complete protein to your meal with zero preparation required. Let me now give you the complete ranking one more time for clarity. Position 8 macadamia nuts to grams of protein per ounce. Position 7 Brazil nuts for grams, but extraordinary for selenium. Position 6 cashews 5 grams, exceptional for copper and iron absorption support. Position 5 almonds 6 grams, best for vitamin E, calcium, and blood sugar stability. Position for pistachios 6 grams, best for branched-chain amino acids and muscle recovery. Position 3 walnuts 4.3 grams, but highest protein utilization ratio and best for anti-aging. Position to peanuts 7 grams, most affordable complete protein, best for budget-conscious nutrition. Position 1 hemp seeds 9.5 grams, complete protein, perfect fatty acid ratio, most nutritionally complete. Now here is the smartest thing you can do with this information. Do not just eat one type of nut, combine them strategically. Each nut has a different amino acid strength, and combining them creates a more complete protein profile than any single nut alone. My recommended daily nut combination for maximum protein and complete nutrition: 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds for maximum complete protein, a small handful of peanuts or peanut butter for additional protein and niacin, 5 to 7 walnuts for omega-3 enhancement of protein utilization, 1 to 3 Brazil nuts for complete selenium coverage, and a small handful of pistachios or almonds for vitamin E, calcium, and muscle recovery. This combination gives you complete protein, perfect fatty acids, selenium, vitamin E, calcium, copper, and niacin, all from whole natural foods. 2 important notes before we finish. First, nuts are calorie-dense. 1 ounce of mixed nuts contains approximately 170 to 200 calories. The daily recommendation is 1 to 2 small handfuls. Do not eat nuts by the cupful. Second, if you have a nut allergy, particularly peanut allergy, do not eat any nut you have not previously tolerated safely. Peanut allergy specifically can be severe and life-threatening. Always know your allergies before changing your diet significantly. Now you know the complete protein ranking and which nut to eat for every specific health goal. But knowing which nuts to eat is only part of the picture. The other part is knowing how to prepare them correctly, because just like chia seeds, nuts have preparation methods that dramatically affect how much your body absorbs. I covered exactly how to soak almonds correctly for maximum absorption and what happens when you eat them every day for 30 days in this video right here. Tap on it next. The results of soaking versus not soaking will change how you eat nuts forever.